And rolling up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. Down to the wrist. Up to the knuckles. And let's take the ball into one hand and squeeze. And then the other. Back to the first. And the other. And we're going to go around the back. Switch. 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 And switch. Hinge at the waist, go through the legs. Switch. 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 Put the ball on the floor. Assess how the feet feel. Make a note of the ankles, the knees, the hips. Step on the ball, press down 3 times. Up to the knuckles once on each. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Bring the ball to the middle of the foot, wiggle the toes. Press the toes into the ball. Raise and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, release, reassess, and repeat with the other foot 3 times in the middle. Knuckles. Roll across. Roll across the top of the heel. Middle of the foot, wiggle the toes. Press the toes into the ball. Raise and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, get the ball out of the way. Reassess the feet. And let's do some wood chops. Through the middle. And then from one side to the other diagonally. And then the other side. And then shake the tree. Three, two, one, center. Twist at the waist, swing the arms. And center with ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine, step out, gather in starlight. And center. Gather from the other side. And center. Step forward. And then elbow to the opposite knee. Snap the opposite heel in the front. And then behind. And then a cross step with the twist and a punch. Then either walk or march or jog. Going to do the seated exercises today. But they include sit to stands, 10 of them. So your choice on the, whether you want to do squats or not. I'm gonna run, I think. Whatever you do, be safe. And I'll do some 5 Tibetans if anybody's game afterwards. Going to get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 20. And 32 breaths. Interlace the fingers. Bring the hands up overhead. Reach up, come up on your toes if you can. Back down, bend back if you can. Back to center, bend to one side. And then to the other. Back to center, lower the hands, push out at the chest. Come on down, interlace the hands behind the back. Come on up. Squeeze. Go a little higher. Back down and shrug. Roll the shoulder blades back. And forward. Extend the arms, tap the shoulders. And then bring one arm across and push it. And then the other. First arm behind the back, down and in. Then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. Put your fists on the forehead and bring the elbows forward and back. Actually, the temples, I mean, not the forehead. And then come down, squeeze the shoulder blades together in an L position and hold. And release. Squeeze. Release. and squeeze. And release. Let's tuck in the chin, look in one direction, drop the chin to the collarbone, and look up. Same thing, come back to center, go to the other direction, drop the chin. And look up. Come back to center, tuck in the chin, and peck like a pigeon. And let's grab a stick. Put it into the arch of one foot, other leg comes up, and the other knee. Slide down. Come on up. The same thing the other way. And come on up. Bring the stick out front, bring the toes about 6 inches away, drop the stick to the top of the collarbone, slide down the stick, lift the sole of the foot and wiggle. Come on up, press the sole of the foot into the stick. And then repeat on the other side. Hamstrings first. And then the sole of the foot. And then let's do the dynamic stick routine. We're going to put the stick on our shoulders, twist at the waist. And if you want to, bring some steps into it slowly. And then bring the stick up overhead and go side to side. And then blow the waist side to side. And then on one side, back and forth. And the other side, back and forth. And then come forward and paddle the kayak. Reverse. And then bring the stick to the shoulders and flop the wrists. Come on down below the waist and back up to the shoulders. And then above and below. Stop at the shoulders, reverse the grip, flop the wrists. Come down. And up. And then bring the stick to the back again on the shoulders and step up. Only go as high as feels safe. And same caution as you do some hip rotations. And then come around. Bring the stick to one side, hands on top, swing behind. Other side. And then bring the stick to the front. Step back, hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two. Dig your toes into the ground, come back onto the fifth metatarsal and hold. Then come on to the first and roll back to the fifth, back and forth. Keeping the toes scrunched into the ground. Three, two, and one. All right, let's put the stick down. Grab a chair. I'm going to do some sit to stands. I'm going to move my arms around. You don't have to. Do what feels right for you. I'm going to do about 10. And come on down. Sit in the middle of the chair. Hands up, parallel to the ears. Come forward with the core engaged and back. And then cross your hands over your chest and tap the back of the chair. Or still engaged. And then bring one foot across. And rotate at the ankle in one direction. And then the other. Point the toes towards and away from the shin. And then press on the knee and hinge forward. Come on up, put that leg down, bring the other leg up. Rotate at the ankle. Go the other way. Point towards and away from the shin. Hands on a knee, lean forward as you press. Come on up. Go back in the chair, pick up the feet and kick. And then put the feet down and stomp some grapes, either with both feet at the same time or alternating. All right, press the hands together in prayer position and push. And palms on top of each other, grab your fingers and pull. Reverse the position and pull. Pull up the biceps. Put the legs out to the side, come across and try to touch toes. You don't have to. Come on up. Sit up straight, hands out, slide one way, slide the other with your hips. And then sit sideways, grab the back of the chair. Twist as you look over your back shoulder. Then release. Wrist. Release. And go the other way. Wrist. Release. Wrist. And release. All right, breathing, we're doing alternate nostril breathing. You can put the chair away and stand up or sit down as I'm gonna do. Closing the right nostril, inhaling left, closing left, inhaling, exhaling right, inhaling right. Then closing the right again and in and exhaling on the left. 6 rounds. Here we go. And then we'll stand up. If you're sitting down, get the chair out of the way. Rub those hands together, cultivate chi. On the chi ball. And center up, 2 breaths. We'll open our hearts. Pausing on this inhale, exhaling, sending it up. And centering, 2 breaths. Bring down chi. And scoop it up. And namaste, yay, yeva.
Goodbye, Tom.
Great job.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great weekend. All right.
Hello.
Yeah, everybody headed out or? Mira, Richard, do you want to do Tibetans? Yes?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, good. We are going to start, of course, with some spins. Or you can twist it waist and swing your arms up to 11. Take your time. Couple of breaths at the end. Very good. And we're gonna get down on the floor. Hands are by your side or behind your back if you need support in the lower back, or behind your head if you need support in the neck. You can have the soles of your feet on the floor in a modified position. Head, neck, and shoulders come up, chin tucks as the soles come up. Regular version, the legs are extended and they come up as the head, neck, and shoulders come off the floor and back down. That's one. Do up to 11. And take 2 breaths. Then we're going to get up on our knees. Ow. And hands are on the hammies or glutes. You can just lean back and come forward. If you can, extend your back. But if you can, go back and come forward. Up to 11. Two breaths when you're done. And come around, sit down. Hands are by your hips or behind you if you'd like. Again, you can put the soles of the feet on the floor for a modified version, or extend the legs in the regular version. Either way, we're coming up into an inverted table. That's 1. Up to 11. And when you're done, sit up and take 2 breaths. Turn around. Modified version, tabletop to cobra. Regular version, down dog, up dog. You can do a combination of the two, whatever works for you, up to 11. And then come around, sit down, cross your legs. However feels right this morning. And take a couple of breaths. We're gonna rotate 6 times in one direction, 5 in the other. Either sitting up or bending over. On the last round, I'm gonna stretch out and do a round of box breathing, 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. In the middle, then left, then right. Here we go. I'm reversing. And stretching out, box breath. Box breath left. And then right. Come on up, reverse the position of the legs. We're going to rotate 6 times, starting in the other direction this time, and then reverse. Followed by 3 rounds of box breathing again. Here we go. Reversing. And stretching out. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 up, 4 hold. Over the right knee. And then the left. And coming up. Something up.
Very nice. That felt good.
That's great. Stay cool and enjoy this weekend.
Shell, you too.
Okay, thank you, Richard.
care,
See
Tom.
see you Monday.